All right, so if you're in Fresno and you're dreaming of, finally trading in those rent receipts for your very own set of house keys, then this explainer is definitely for you. We're going to dive right into the 2026 housing market outlook to see if this could finally be your year to buy.
And this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? It feels like such a huge leap, but could this actually be the year you make the move from renter to homeowner? Let's walk through what the experts are saying to help you figure that out.
Okay, let's be honest for a second. The whole path to owning a home can feel, well, pretty overwhelming. It's not just about wanting a house, right? It's about having all the right pieces in place to actually make it happen. So what does that foundation even look like?
Well, according to the experts, it really boils down to these three things. Now, you've definitely heard about savings and credit a million times before. But that last one, a little creativity, that's where things start to get really interesting. It's all about knowing how to spot the right opportunities and using the right strategies.
So, what's the market actually going to look like if you jump in? Let's get into the forecast. Because honestly, there are some really encouraging signs on the horizon, especially when we talk about inventory and those all-important interest rates.
Now, hearing that inventory is a little bit higher might not sound like a huge deal, but here's what it really means for you. More houses on the market means more options to choose from, obviously. But more importantly, it can mean more competition between sellers, and that could give you some real negotiating power. It's a subtle shift, but a really important one.
Of course, this is the number that everybody is watching. I mean, it can make a massive difference in your monthly payment and what you can afford, period. So what's the prediction for 2026? And there it is. That's the magic number. Expert Paul Salazar is predicting that mortgage rates are actually going to dip below 6% this year. After watching rates climb for a while, this potential drop could make a huge difference in your buying power.
So this is our baseline. Right now, rates are sitting at a flat 6%. That means any movement down from here is fantastic news for buyers who are hoping to lock in a more affordable mortgage for the long haul.
Okay, let's tackle one of the biggest roadblocks for first-time buyers, or at least what people think is a roadblock: the down payment. There's this myth that's been around forever, and we need to clear it up right now.
You've heard this 1,000 times, right? You gotta save up 20% to buy a house. But is that actually true for everybody? Let me give you the short answer. Absolutely not.
Check this out. That 20% rule, it's pretty much a hard and fast rule for investors. But for you, buying a home to live in, the options are so much more flexible. You've got FHA loans, which are government insured to help people get into homes, and they only require 3.5% down. And some first-time homebuyer programs go as low as 3%. That is a total game changer.
So, okay, with lower down payments and rates maybe dipping, you might be thinking, all right, I'm ready to start looking at houses. But just hold on for a second. Before you start scrolling through those listings, there is one crucial first step that puts you in the driver's seat.
This is the essential question, isn't it? You've got the dream, you can see the opportunity, so what is the single most important thing you can do right now to turn that dream into an actual plan?
It's getting pre-qualified. Now, this isn't a loan commitment, so don't let the term scare you. Think of it like a financial checkup. A lender takes a look at your income, your assets, your debt, and gives you a clear, honest picture of what you can realistically afford. It's all about replacing guesswork with solid facts. I just love this quote because it makes the whole process so much less intimidating. Pre-qualification is not a test you pass or fail. It's a totally private chance for you to find any potential financial bumps and uglies, like a weird credit issue or a gap in your savings, and make a plan to smooth them out before you go fall in love with a house you can't get.
So just think of it like this. Step 1, you uncover any of those bumps in a safe, private space. Step 2, you get some expert help to fix them. And step 3, that's when you get to move forward with total confidence, knowing your exact budget and being ready to make a really strong offer when you find the right place. And finally, let's talk about timing. So many people get completely paralyzed waiting for the perfect moment to buy. But our expert here suggests a really powerful shift in how we should all be thinking about this.
This is such a critical piece of advice. Instead of trying to perfectly time the market, which, let's face it, is basically impossible, the real goal is to focus on the opportunity that buying a house presents for you at a time that works for your life.
And here's the practical wisdom behind that idea. The mortgage rate you lock in today doesn't have to be the one you're stuck with forever. When you buy, you're grabbing the opportunity of homeownership.
Down the road, if rates drop or your finances get even better, you can almost always refinance to get a better deal. Your first mortgage is rarely your last one.
So let's just quickly recap the big takeaways here. You've got more inventory, which means more choices. You've got interest rates that might dip below 6%, which saves you money. You've got down payments that can be as low as 3%, which is amazing. And you have a clear first move to take control of it all. Get pre-qualified. All told, it's a really promising picture for anyone thinking about buying.
So the market seems to be presenting a real opportunity. The path forward is a lot clearer than you might have thought, and the tools you need are right there for you. The only question left is the one right here on the screen. What's your next move going to be?